Hey y'all, welcome back to Conversations with Creatives, a talk show where we take the time to get to know your faves so you can get to know them. Today we have the lovely Nandi Nikole, and she is here to tell us all about her music, her latest release, so stay tuned and we're about to get into it. So normally to start off the show, I do these conversation cards, and I'll let you just pull a card. Don't look at it though. Just give it to me and I'm gonna read it. And it's kind of just like an icebreaker to break the ice.
Okay, cool.
Okay, let me see. Okay, so this one's just a cute little cool one. Like, so what is something that you would like to learn to cook?
Cook?
Yes.
Learn to cook. Because I feel like you can really cook anything.
Right.
But
okay, if not, what's your favorite thing to cook?
my favorite thing to cook?
Girl. It's okay. It's okay.
Do I even like to cook? I'm just kidding.
No, I feel you.
Well, I don't like to cook. I will say that I'm not a cooker, but if I have to cook and like I'm hungry and I want something, I like to make these black mussels. You get them from Publix, and then I like to make my pasta from scratch, Alfredo. So I'll make like a Alfredo pasta from scratch with black mussels. It's like garlicky black mussels. So yeah.
Wow, and so you put the mussels in the pasta?
Yeah.
That's
with
good.
shell on to make it look fancy and stuff. I used to make that in college. Like as a broke college student, that was my go-to meal.
Wow, that don't even sound like a broke college student meal. Like mussels? That's fancy.
Yeah, I know.
Period.
But yeah, that's my favorite thing to make. Something that I would want to learn how to make, I'll say this, braised beef, or like just beef that like fall off the bone.
Okay.
Stuff that you marinate, like turkey wings and stuff like that. Like
yeah, like something you put in a slow cooker.
Yeah, something like that. I never did that before, so I would definitely want to know how to make that. And like oxtail, because oxtail are expensive as hell. And I would just make my own and keep them at home.
Yeah, girl, because you can't be playing with no oxtail and mess it up. No.
I'm not even gonna talk about that.
It's okay. It's okay. All right, we're just gonna jump into it then, girl.
Let's go.
Okay, so of course you just dropped your song in the music video. You had a release party and everything. So tell me a little bit about that. What was it like?
Okay, where you want me to start? Gifted. Gifted is one of my favorite songs. I collaborated with Moonchase Music. This guy, CJ, he hit me up. He's a producer and he like owned this record label called Moonchase Music. He reached out to me and he wanted to, you know, basically me to get on some of his beats. He was like, you know, there'll be a music video. We'll do this, we'll do that. And I was like, okay. Heard the beat. I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I was like, this beat is different from what I usually do. I don't know what to do. I don't want to mess it up because it sounds like a beat that's where you're really supposed to just like talk about something. Like you're not just supposed to go on there and be like, oh, 1, 2, 3, ABC. You're supposed to go in there and like really, you know, talk about something. So I sent it off to my friend and I was just like, girl, help me. And she wrote the hook and then I loved it and then I did the rest, like the verses and everything.
Wow.
So it took us, when did I do it? I did it in September. We just shot that music video in March. And then it was done in like July, and then we dropped it in July. So yeah, that song, it took a whole process. It was all about perfect timing for real, like, cause that song, you couldn't just drop it like in the middle of any time. Like it had to be a specific time, a specific feeling. The music video, chef kiss, thank God.
It was so good.
It was my first music video, so you know I'm excited about that because it looks just amazing and people love it. They love the song and the message is loud and clear. So you know, I just love it. I'm just happy.
Yes, girl. It really looked like you just had fun. Like you just showed up and you were like, yeah, the song playing, but I'm just gonna do me and have a good time because that's what the vibe gives for the song.
And I feel like definitely the vibe for the song and the message for the song.
Right.
At the end of the day, I know what I am, you know what I am, and even if you don't know, now you know. But
right.
I know, so yeah, that's how I feel about that song. It's just a beautiful song.
That's so dope. So how was the like release party planning and stuff like that?
So for that, it was hard to find a location because I'm still coming up. So, I'm trying to find places where you're not trying to break my wallet. You're not trying to,
Right, yeah.
So I had a friend that he works at Zanzibar. He's like on the management team. And he basically was just like, yeah, you can have your release party here. We'll set it up for you, just, bring your people, have a good time. So that's how we went about setting it up. And the white just came out of nowhere. I was just like, I just want us to wear all white. Like, I don't want it to look tacky. I want it to look nice because the setting, was nice.
Right.
Invited all my friends. Had this little cute notebook where they could leave me like notes and letters just about, good stuff.
Aww.
It was fun. It was just a fun experience. Like, I had people that were close to me there, the people that didn't come, I'm not mad at them, life happened.
Right.
But it was a great experience, good energy. Everybody looked beautiful. Everybody was nice. So, yeah.
Wow. It looked like it was a good turnout, too.
It was, definitely, for real. I was actually shocked. Every time people kept walking in the door, I was like,
Really?
Yeah, because some people, I haven't seen them in a minute. Like, one of my high school friends, I haven't seen her since, like, 2019, 2018.
Wow.
Yeah, she came. People I haven't seen in years, they just pulled up, and I'm like,
yeah, right. It probably feels like really good when you like, even though I haven't seen you in so long, you're still supporting me and rooting for me. That's really cool.
It's definitely cool. I was definitely crying this morning listening to my songs because I was like, wow, people be listening to this, like,
yeah,
and they know the words. Like, that's so crazy to me. That's so crazy.
Oh, that's so
I
cool.
don't know why I cried. I think it was early. I was sleepy, and I would listen to the song, and I was just like.
Probably like gratitude too, like wow,
growth,
I feel you, girl. I feel you. So I was reading your bio on your page. So it said you grew a passion for music at a young age. When did you realize that you were like, okay, I could really do this like as a career, like I can make something of myself with music?
Well, the answer to that is I feel like I've always known, like, I've always wanted to do music. I've always, like, always, I always knew, like, what are you good at? Music. Like, yeah, I'm good at math and science and all that stuff, but, like, music is a passion. So it's, like, it's a different feeling than just doing something that you're good at versus doing something that you love and that you're good at. So you said, how old was I?
Well,
or when did I realize?
Yeah, when you realized.
Okay, it took me a long time because I was kind of like doubting myself a little bit, and like I was just like very hard on myself. Even today, sometimes I'm still hard on myself. But when I thought I could do it, when I dropped my first single, Let Go, I dropped it and it was doing okay. Like, people listening to it, they're like, oh, giving me feedback. Then a couple months later, after I dropped it, out of nowhere, it just started like going crazy. Like, I was getting 10,000 views, 10,000 streams, and then 20,000 streams, and then 30,000 streams, 50, and I'm just like, then I'm looking at like the demographics and stuff like that, and it's saying, oh, they're listening to me in Japan,
what?
United Kingdom, Germany, New York, everywhere, Africa, Ghana,
what?
Yes. So I'm like, oh, Spain, literally like over 100 countries listen to that song. Yeah, so I was just like, oh, wow, y'all are listening for real. Like, people started making TikToks to it. It was a little challenge, girl. Yes, like, it was a lot of stuff that, just made me realize, like, wow. And then even today, like, I'm still realizing that I really can do it, and like, this is what I really want to do because I just keep growing and getting better. And it's like people are starting to gravitate towards me and like, help me get better. So it's like literally the path is clear. Like, it's like there's nothing else. There's other things I could do, but it's like, as far as music, it's like the path is clear. It's like I'm attracting everything that I need. So it's just like,
and everything's just falling into place, seems like.
I literally just wake up to have a good day and everything just happens.
Wow. That's really cool. Yeah. So what would you say, like, experiences kind of that kind of shaped your passion and your love for music?
My experiences?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me say this. With music, the way that it makes me feel, it's weird. It might sound weird. It's like a outer body experience.
Okay.
Because it's like when I listen to music, it's not just, that's why I only listen to specific music too. Like I don't listen to just anything. Like I really can't listen to just anything.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, I can't really just write to any beat. Like it's like it really has to like move through my body, through my toes, my fingers, my bones. Like I have to feel it in my soul. So I forgot what you asked me.
I said, what experiences do you think shaped your love for music?
Oh. Okay, so like actual experiences like that I went through shaped my love. So after school, every day, like in my like K through 12 years, every single day after school, I would go home and just listen to music. Like, see, I'll be in the bathroom, literally staring at myself in the mirror, singing songs in the mirror, just like practicing. So I feel like those times where I was just in my room, nothing to do, bored, doing karaoke on the TV, like things like that. And also things that shaped my love for music. I'm a Disney Channel girl, so
Period.
the girlies were eating it up. Like when we were younger, when I was younger, my childhood, the girlies were eating it up. The Cheetah Girls, Hannah Montana, like Coco Jones, all of them. Like they were just inspiring me. Like Monica, Brandy, like just other music. Like just listening to music basically like grew that love for me. Grew that love, made me love it.
Right, yeah, I got you. Yes, because I feel like all the R&B girlies were on Disney Channel. Her was on there on Disney 365. Really? Yes, she was on there as her like real name. I don't know what her real name is. I can't think of it right now. But she was on there, and Coco Jones, of course. But yeah, I love her.
Girl, Coco.
Yes. Okay, so I know you mentioned with your song "Gifted" that you wrote some and your friend helped you write like the chorus and stuff. Do you normally write all your songs?
Yes. So this is actually the first song where I like was just like, okay, help me. Because really last year is the first year where I was like, okay, I don't care about anybody helping me anymore. You started seeing everybody's like, so say your favorite artist, your favorite song. You go look at who wrote that song, it's about 10, 50,000.
Right, yes.
So, you know, I think I used to be very like, you know, I need to write my own stuff. But then, of course, people that mentored me are just people that are helping me out. They're like, you know, it takes a team sometimes. Yeah. A lot of times, like you can start it or you can finish it. Like, you feel me? Like, but at the end of the day, I have the voice. They don't have the voice. So
right, exactly.
So I might as well sing it. You get me? So, yeah, so most of the time I've been writing my own stuff, but now I have my friend Christina John, Melomaniac Media. She helps me write sometimes. Like if I just have a brain fart, I'm just like, here, please help. And she's like, okay, let me see what I can do. So yeah.
That's really dope because I feel like when you allow more people to help you, you kind of get like a different perspective on like a beat, or you're like, I was trying to go in this direction, and you get like a fresh idea from them. So that's really good that you were like, I'm willing to let somebody help me.
I'm not gonna lie, if she wouldn't have came up with that hook, that song would not be like
really
what it is. Yeah, it wouldn't be that, because I didn't know what to do. I was just like, I don't know.
Wow, and you made a masterpiece.
Yeah, you got me.
Wow. Okay, period. So you were talking about Coco Jones and all the other Disney girlies. Like, what other artists do you think influenced your music style?
Okay, so I already said Monica, Brandy, Aaliyah, of course, Janae Aiko.
Period, yes.
Chris Brown, like, they be sleep on Chris Brown. I don't know why they do that to him. Chris Brown. He definitely helped out a lot. JoJo, do you know who JoJo is?
Yes, I do.
JoJo. Like, I love her voice. She helped me. So I will say Beyonce, her songs really helped me train my voice. Because really, when I was singing, when I listen to music, I try to do the same thing as a song. Like,
right.
I try to do the exact same thing. Because if they can sing, you feel me? Like, if I can do what they're doing, then it's like, I can sing.
Right, exactly.
So that's how I like train my voice. I would just listen to music and just copy exactly what they do, every single part, every single stack. Like if it's harmonized, I learn all the harmonies. Yeah, like I listen to every single part of it. I listen to the beat, I listen to the instruments, and I'll know the instruments. Like, yeah, so all of them. 7th Streeter, I just realized this year that 7th Streeter actually influences my music a lot with like the way that she harmonizes and stuff. And like her ad-libs. There's more, but I don't remember it, so.
Okay, that's fine.
Let me say Ira Star. She helped with Gifted. Ira Star. She is an Afrobeat artist, thebomb.com. Yeah, but she definitely helps with like writing. She helps me with my writing. Like, so I usually used to write stuff about love and heartbreak and this and that and just boys. But she helped me with Gifted because I was writing about myself and being gifted. And all her music, well, most of her music is just basically about herself and just like talking herself up.
Right.
And just like talking about good experiences. It's good, feel good music, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I always wanted to make music like that. So I was like, you know what, let me just keep listening, her vibe, and how she just be like, and Rihanna. That just reminded me. Ira reminded me of Rihanna. Rihanna too. Rihanna,
okay.
Big time. I love her.
So just a little bit of everybody is just.
Really, yeah.
Okay. All the like very popular R&B girlies, like the staples, like you said. Yeah. Okay. So would you say that listening to their music, that was like your vocal coach, or do you actually have a vocal coach, or it's just like?
So before I did have a vocal coach, who I have now is my mentor. Before I had a vocal coach, they were my vocal coaches.
Wow.
Brandy, I said Brandy. Brandy is top of the list because Brandy, her harmonies, like singing soft. I sing very hard and loud, so I try to work on singing hard, loud, and soft. And Brandy sings soft and loud.
Right, it's kind of like airy a little bit.
So I do that. I just listen to their stuff and I'll literally listen to a song for like 2 years straight and try to, like, you feel me, learn it, perfect it. Sometimes it takes that long.
Yeah, girl.
You never know, like, but now that I have my vocal coach, she helps me with my voice and how to breathe and how to, you know, do certain things so that I'm able to hit certain notes.
I feel like that's the hardest part for real, like breathing, getting your breath together.
And knowing where to go.
Right? Okay. So my next question for you is, so you're Congolese, right? Okay. So how do you think your culture influences your music or like your sound?
So at first it didn't, because R&B has my heart. I've always, you know, been an R&B girly. I always listened to that growing up, because growing up I didn't know about Afro beats. I just knew about the French and like the Congolese music that my parents used to listen to. Honestly, they used to listen to a bunch of like gospel, like church.
Right, yeah.
So of course I would listen to it and it would sound good, but it wasn't really anything that I would just be like, oh, let me just go listen to this, you know? Then when I started getting introduced to Afro beats when I was like in middle school, and I was just like, okay, like this is, you know, the beat, and it's just like, ooh, like I like this. But I never like thought like, ooh, let me do it, because I used to think like, oh, I was born in America, I don't have an accent, like I'm literally American, like, I mean, I'm not American, I'm African American, but like still, it was just like, I felt like I didn't have a place to do that. So then,
what? Really?
Yeah, I know. I was younger. So then I started taking my music more serious, and my family and like just friends and other people, they were just like, you should do Afrobeats. Like, you need to say this, say that, you need to do this. And I was just like, I don't know. I was just like, they would invite me to the studio, I would not go. I would be like, yeah. I was in my R&B era, like I'm singing my heart out, I'm harmonizing, like I'm just R&B. So then last year was the first time I made an Afrobeat song, Nakupenda, all streaming platforms.
Period.
So last year was the first time I actually sat down and made an Afrobeat song. Actually, it's not, but it's the first time I made it and I released it.
Okay.
So I woke up, I was in my dorm, bored, lonely, sad. I was like, so they told me to write an Afrobeat song. So I just woke up and I was like, let me just try. I went on YouTube and I looked up Afrobeat type beat. And it was the first beat. I think the dude name was like Josh Top or Jock Top something. Sorry, I'll get it right. We'll put your at somewhere. I found the beat and I just immediately just was like, I got my eyes on you. I'm laying in my bed and I'm just like, I got my eyes on you. And I was like, okay. So I was like, okay, choose a word that you know that's a different language, that's African, that you can use. So I was like, okay, what does it mean? So Nakupenda, it means I love you in Swahili. So I was like, okay, I know that word. So I was like, no, you be watching me do, I got a crush on you. Just started writing it. Then I was like, Nakupe, and I was like, I got out the bed and I called the engineer. I was like, I got a song, I need to come record. Literally in the same hour, the same 30 minutes, I woke up, wrote it, and then went to the studio in like the same hour. And I recorded the rough draft, and I was like, okay, this is cool. I finished the whole song. So then I sent it to my mentor at the time, and he was like, this is the one. I was in Savannah, Georgia, so you know, my home is Atlanta, where like my producers, engineers, all that stuff.
Right.
So he was like, you need to come home and record that song. So I was like, okay, cool. So I came home, I recorded it. Dynasty the Great, shout out to him. He recorded me. Recorded it and then sent it off to a producer in Nigeria, and he did his thing. And
wow.
Nakupenda, yeah.
A producer in Nigeria?
Yeah, engineer. He mixed and mastered it for me.
Wow.
Girl, international.
Yes, because I was like, what?
What's up, for real? Yeah.
I'm screaming.
I like to use people from like out the country and like just even out the state, just cause like why not connect the dots. They're in Germany, they want to send me a beat, I don't care, send it on over.
Yeah.
If I like it, let's collab. Your fans, my fans, your fans.
Right.
Yeah, so.
So is it always that easy for you think, to write a song? Like, does it always come to you like that and you're just like, oh, perfect, let me go ahead and hop in the studio now?
So, no, yes and no. It just depends, like, it depends on how I'm working, like, you know, how the pockets are looking, because, you know,
right.
I invest in myself. So it depends on that. Then it also depends on if I'm in my head about it. Like, because sometimes I'll go to the studio with just this much, like just a hook. And then sometimes I just will go with the whole song. So it's like just thinking about, do I want to go for the whole time? Like, do I want to go and like finish the song there? Do I think I'm going to be able to finish it? Just me being in my head. Like,
right.
I should just go every time, but I just be in my head. But definitely sometimes it just depends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know you're still young. We graduated the same year. So as a young artist, what are some challenges that you think you faced?
Everybody thinking that just because you're a female and you go to the studio that everybody like is all over you.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like, and thinking that you're messing with your producers, or just thinking because you're a female that they have like men, because there's a lot of men in the industry, like they run the parties, they run the club, they run the DJs, they run a lot of stuff. That's why I'm glad to see like a lot of females stepping out and just doing them. Like, I'm seeing a lot more female DJs, engineers, producers, like all that stuff. I'm glad about that, because people, these men, they be trying you. They really will try you just because they think they have a connection, or they think they have this, or they think they have that, and you're just starting off. You know, at the end of the day, you just stay humble about things, because at the end of the day, you know what you've seen, you know what God showed you. So,
right.
You know, you just stay down and, you know.
That's really good, because a lot of people try to get like caught up in like the wrong thing, because they're like, oh, this person is gonna get me to this place because they have this connection. But it's really good that you like stay true to yourself and your morals.
Like, I don't care. Like, one thing, I'm Congolese. Like, I'm African, but I'm Congolese, so like I don't take disrespect or like just games lightly. Like, I don't like stuff like that. Like, not saying I'll like blow up and like do the most, but I'll definitely like remove myself, and you'll wish that I didn't remove myself later on. So you know, I just stay humble and do what God tells me to do.
Period. Okay. That's so cool. Okay, girl, we're getting down to the end now. This is going really good. Like, your answers are so good and in depth. Yes. I just,
you know, saying what I'm saying.
Yes. Okay, girl. So, let me see. So, who would you think is like your dream feature or like your dream collab on a song?
I forgot to say that Khalid, he inspires me too. Khalid,
okay,
I love him.
Like location Khalid.
Yes,
okay.
Location, but y'all would say location. I would say a different song that nobody knows about.
Really?
Yeah, because you know he has a lot of songs and people be sleep on him. So, but my dream collab. There's so many. I want to say Ashake, but it's so many people.
Really?
It's so many. Like,
okay, name like three.
I have a list in my phone. I have a list in my phone.
What? Do your top three, yeah.
Okay, so my top three. Iris Star. I say Iris Star. Khalid, and I want to go Chris Brown, but I really want to go Rihanna because I really love Rihanna, and I really want to make a song with Rihanna because I just love Rihanna, even though she's probably never gonna.
Right? I'm like, we gotta get her back in the studio first.
Yeah, Rihanna, and Khalid for sure.
Okay. Those are some good choices.
Brandy, like add 4. Let's do 4.
Okay, that's fine. You want to do one more and make it 5?
If we do 5, Ashake. So
okay.
Ashake, Ira Star, Khalid,
Rihanna, and Brandy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a good top 5.
Yeah, it's really a lot of people, so I'm just gonna keep it at that.
Okay, that's fine. I feel like that's a good start.
I want to work with everybody.
That's good. Okay, so when people hear your music, maybe like for the first time or like maybe even for the 10th time, how do you want them to feel when they're like listening to your songs?
So I have different songs for different things.
Okay.
So if you're listening to Gifted, of course I want you to feel like you're gifted. Like I always tell adults, play this song for your child. Like play this song for your kid.
Right.
Like, cause you know, I want them to feel like, you know, I'm gifted. You know, you're in the mirror, like I know that I'm gifted. I want you to feel good. Like how I was in the music video, just jumping around. I want you to just feel energetic and just good, right? So then if you're listening to my song 111, which is like a heartbreak song, like I thought you were the one but you weren't, I want you to feel like I thought you were the one but you weren't.
Right.
I want you to damn near cry or just, you know, feel your emotions. My songs are just, they're all it's an emotional roller coaster. So one day I'm here, one day I'm there. I'm gonna just put it all out. So whatever song you're listening to, I want you to feel how that song makes you feel.
Wow.
Happy, sad, energetic, whatever.
Okay. Okay, period. Because I feel like your song Gifted, it kind of gave the empowerment feeling that Brown Skin Girl did. Yeah. Like with Beyonce, yes. Like it was very much like, you got this, you can do it. Anything you want to do, like you can accomplish it.
And that song is really just about like, just really believing in yourself and leaving everything and everybody that doesn't or just bothers you just behind you. Because at the end of the day, you're on this journey yourself.
Yeah, like literally.
People will come and they will go and they'll come and you will still be there.
Yeah.
So, you know, figure it out.
Wow. That's so true. That's so true.
Exactly.
Okay. So I am getting down to the end, the last couple questions. What tips or advice would you offer the younger generation of artists about being a singer or just like the industry in general?
So, first and foremost, please, 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 don't prove I'm right.
Okay, girl.
Don't prove people right. Like literally, like do not prove people right unless it's positive, like for real. Because people will try their hardest to make you feel small or just make you feel a certain type of way. Like if you feel like this and they feel like this, they're gonna try to make you feel like this. So at the end of the day, just believe in yourself, you know, spread good energy because that's the only way you receive it back. Like if you're a bad person, then I don't know what to tell you. Like even if you're a bad person and good things still happen to you, like later on it's gonna catch up. So always be a good person, spread love, positivity, believe in yourself, trust your team, trust your friends, the good ones, you know. Just don't be scared. You can't be scared. You just have to go and you just have to do it. Like that's really it. You just have to do it because at the end of the day, would you rather say you should or you shouldn't have? I would have rather said I shouldn't have.
Right, okay.
You get what I'm saying? So
you don't want any what ifs. You want to be like,
what ifs. Like, I'd rather just, you know, what if? Like,
yeah.
I want to go see. I'm like, what if? Like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just believe in yourself. Put yourself first and, you know, God, whatever spirituality you are, keep that. Your family, and remember your end goal. Like always have a goal. Like don't just be doing stuff for no reason. Have a purpose.
Right. Like be intentional about the stuff you're doing.
About the things that you're doing.
Period. Okay, girl, go ahead. Let the people know what you have coming up and plug your socials or whatever that you want to do.
So, guys, I have a new single coming out soon. I have more music with Moonchase Music on the way. Another music video.
Gosh.
Just stay tuned for that. But for now, I'll just give you guys some beautiful content. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Nandi motherfucking Nikole.
Period.
So, NANDIMFNIKOLE. And I think that's it. All streaming platforms, Nandi Nikole.
Period, y'all, and there you have it, the lovely Nandi Nikole. She done told us everything from the top to the bottom about what you need to know and what to expect from her. Okay, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to tune in 2 weeks for our next creative. That is all for today. I love you, Jesus loves you, and stay creative.
Stay creative, baby.